there for the strats. And OMiT, you know, they got the strats. They're a team. They've been together for a while. You know, everyone's under 18 here, and they're playing for the big money. 1450 split between the top three. $1,000 to first place, 350 to second, 100 to third. Crazy prizes here, and I think challengers, what, you get like 1,000? So U18, very legit. I'm ready to cook this one up, man. Let's get this going.
Yeah, this is going to be a banger. And, you know, you were talking about strats and how they're going to play a role in this. And let me tell you, Skyline HP is definitely one of those maps where you need those strats. This map is just an absolute mix fest if you don't play it properly. It's definitely easy to lock things down, but you got to be able to win your gunfights and know exactly how to manipulate spawns, because they are not sticky at all on here. Hopping on board, we're going to find an early 3 dead for the side of KAOS, and the time is going to be going in favor of OMiT Brooklyn. You know, OMiT Brooklyn, they've been so good for so long. They've just been on an absolute tear, and you're seeing why here, as Nate is going to be able to find 2 up in that top flat area. Is he going to be able to find another? I believe. Nope. Names aren't switched. Interesting. Is he not going to be able to find anything else on time? Hyde going to be able to find his trade, though. KAOS starting to wake up a little bit. Going to be able to find some kills, get some time here on this P1. P1 is just kind of a 50-50 split. If you can come out close to even and manipulate spawns in your favor to get that P2, you're looking pretty good. But as I say that, OMiT Brooklyn just managed to walk right through and absolutely destroy KAOS's setup for this P2.
Yeah, KAOS was spawning in there. It seemed kind of randomly. I would have liked to seen someone anchor down a bit harder, but Nate went in there, broke it up. You see Sovereign chilling on the hill, waiting for some people to break in. There comes one. The AR wins the close range fight. You love to see that. Jaden going for some long shots there, but OMiT has this whole half of the map locked down, looking for a 3-man push down the bottom side. It's going to be down to Busy on the defense. Can't get it done. All three going to be looking to push in here. Sovereign is locked in with the trophy, and no, Nate's going to catch a double. Hyde's going to catch one, and that's it. They're going to have to set up for this next hill. And it looks like KAOS has the other half of the map under control, able to take down some bodies. So this next setup is where they have to get on this board. They're down a whole hard point already. And we see Suni is on the spot waiting for Brooklyn to come in.
Yeah, and you know, Jaden was everything right there. Playing that mid hot tub, it just cuts the map right in half. And he does get taken out. Nate going to be able to find one in the back. Going to get these preferred spawns for P4. Jaden going to fall, leaving Ondix, I believe, left up on the point. Easy trades back and forth. Suni going to be able to find one before getting traded out. Currently a lot of white time occurring here, but OMiT Brooklyn are still in the driver's seat. Big kills out of Bismuth, though. Busy going to be soaking that time. Suni going to try and find this player on time. He is pushed out to fire. Not going to be able to find him. He does get picked up by Bismuth, though. Bismuth's going to be able to find another one before getting traded out. Sovereign going to be able to find that one. Condilix?
Condi? I'm thinking Condi.
Condi. We'll go with Condi. Condi,
Yeah.
I like that. He's going to be able to find 2. Hyde going to be able to find 2 more of his own. And OMiT Brooklyn definitely in the driver's seat here. Going to reach that 100-point mark. 100 to 10. This is some slammage right now.
Yeah, Hyde sitting in the back. He's anchoring it down. Bismuth was back there, but could not hold it. I love seeing Hyde all the way back there. Look at this 3-man push down low. Gonna possibly see what Hyde could get done. He's getting one. Looking for another now. Number 5 there. Condi's gonna slip in underneath. Gonna hit him from 2 different angles. Has to work around that. Nate is down. Now we're looking at Bismuth pushing from the front. Sovereign is spawned up there. They able to take down that anchor. The collapse comes in. Sovereign able to find one. Nate now finding a kill as they try to push this last Suni KAOS player out from their spot, and they do. That's going to hold this down. 20 seconds left. They're going to have another hard point. That's what, 4 in a row that they're just slamming down on KAOS, getting cooked up and fried in every crispy fashion as KAOS tries to get any kind of points on this map as we get a fresh set. And look, Nate is already over there, and KAOS going to be rough for them to get any points here.
Yeah, this is a tough look. We're going back to P1. KAOS is going to grab initial here, but Nate is on an absolute pinch. Not going to get spotted out. The player on time Condi is going to fall. Soon going to be able to find the trade on to Nate, but time once again going the way of OMiT Brooklyn, and I feel like they just came out to make a statement. They're the #1 seed. They said, "Don't waste our time." 161-16 is the score as we go into this P1.
Yeah,
Roughly
this
30
is
seconds.
very rough for KAOS here. You know, OMiT, we were told possibly a 3-0 coming out here, and it's looking like it. You know, maybe they're just a hard point kind of team, and we're gonna see something a little different on this S&D. We got S&D red card as map 2. I've seen, you know, a couple red card games. Normally it's map 5, but right off to map 2, it's gonna be very interesting seeing the next one. But you know, KAOS got to live in the moment here, and at 16. Not much of a moment happening. Looking at some KDs, Condi sitting at a 14 and 13. You know, obviously, no one's going to have any hill time with that little bit of score. He's kind of carrying it, though. Suni, that 6 to 15, pretty rough. Jaden, 7 to 16, also not great. You know, the other side on OMiT. KDs aren't crazy, but everyone obviously positive. Sovereign going nuts with a 144 and a 19 to 8. Very good stat line from him.
Yeah, and you know, this is what was kind of expected with this match. You know, OMiT Brooklyn being the #1 seed, they wanted to come out, they wanted to make a statement and just say, "Hey, we're taking the cash. Don't even chow us." Like, you know, we're gonna see this red card search, and it's definitely gonna be interesting to see if KAOS can bounce back and if they can keep their composure. It's gonna take a lot after this map too. 197 to 40 is the current score. This could be a 50-point club with them cleaning up that player on old. Nate going to be good for 2. Not good spawns for the side of OMiT Brooklyn, but Hyde in a tuck spot. Going to be playing the cutoff here, waiting for Bismuth to push up. Suni on a pinch, though. Going to be able to find one. Not going to spot out Hyde. Hyde looking for this player in the back. Kind of just trolling a little bit. Does manage to find that player. Gonna find some shots on the Suni, but not gonna be able to find the kill. 2 kills in the background for OMiT U18. And, you know, KAOS starting to stabilize a little bit, but I just fear it's too little too late. Especially if OMiT Brooklyn get the rest of this time, it's not looking great.
I think the stabilization happening is just due to OMiT kind of letting their guard down a little bit here. You know, looking at the stat line, looking at the score, and you know, we just saw them kind of messing around trying to get the finishing move on them. But yeah, OMiT, they have this locked in. You know, if they fall behind at all, they're just gonna bounce right back. Now, 25 points left. They don't have this next hill, so it's just interesting to see how KAOS would play this as they would. You know, they got old. Looking on next, they are going to get a 4-man push. See what they can do with the gun skill against it. Bismuth is in a good spot to try and get something done here. They all push in. They are falling down. Gaden catching one, gets traded out. More players getting traded out to 1v1 on the site, and they look like they're going to walk away from it. And yeah, OMiT still taking it. You know, not even going 10-10ths on them. Losing it a little here, going back and forth. You know, 20 score left. 3 whole minutes left in the round. And KAOS needs almost 200. Mathematically, it's always possible till you're at 250, but looking at the skill set here, this hard point on Skyline, not looking right for KAOS.
Real quick, I just want to give Hyde his flowers with that kill on the player back umbrella. The sub got the nerf. The GA came in, and it's kind of a pea shooter at range, and he still managed to 5-bullet that player playing that heady. The impenetrable heady. It's absurd. And, you know, it really just goes to show the talent that we have in the U18 COD League to be able to 5-bullet someone with the sub on a nasty heady like that. It really shows a lot of grit, determination, blah, blah, blah. But KAOS trying to show their grit right now, baring their teeth, but OMiT Brooklyn getting ever so closer to closing this map out. They want the 100-point club. 3 men down. That is going to be the game. OMiT Brooklyn 250 to 97. Take map. Sorry, 92. Take map 1. You know, KAOS really got to bounce back in this search. This search is going to be everything for them. I don't think they have the raw gun skill to keep up with OMiT Brooklyn. They're gonna have to play cruddy. They're gonna have to get ratty in this search, and you know, cruddy corner, play for an early kill, and then just play the trade.
Yeah, look at Sovereign, 26 kills, 2 minutes hill time. That's where you want to be for hard point. You can't ask for any more than that. As you said, the gun skill, getting the 5-shot with the heady on a submachine gun at range. The skill from OMiT is obviously there. Once they're past 18 years old and they're moving on to more professional series, moving on to challengers and whatnot, I can see the OMiT team and even just the individual players, if they break off, doing a great job after what we just witnessed there. You know, it we're just hoping for a game here. So hopefully Chaos, Skyline and Hardpoint just ain't it for them. Like you said with
Yeah.
S&D, they got to play a little more gritty. I'd like to see them kind of hold back. They definitely cannot push up. OMiT has the push all day. They clearly showcase that. Even SMGs, doesn't matter if it's at range, if it's up close with an AR, they're still winning you with gun skill, bullet for bullet. So, Chaos missing some shots, missing some strats, missing rotations. There's a little behind on everything, added up to almost 200 points behind. So
Yeah.
looking at this S&D, it's red card. I'm sure OMiT has the least amount of experience, but most people do on this map. So there's a lot of spots you can hide, and I think that's kind of where Chaos kind of has to play this.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I really like the red card pick. I don't know who picked it, but I love the red card pick. I think red card S&D is the best competitive map for S&D, in my opinion. Go ahead, hate me, whatever. I don't care.
I like the big
It,
maps.
it might be a hot take, but I think it plays very well. I think it's very well structured. It's a classic 3-lane map. There is some verticality to it, which does add a little bit of interestingness. There's lots of it plays really well. It's reminiscent of days past, and I really enjoy it. I think like I said, I think it plays well. That's one of my really big issues with Vault is it doesn't play like a classic search and destroy map. Nowhere in COD history have we been able to beat somebody to a bomb on attack versus defense. So I think that's kind of dumb, and I'm glad we're not seeing that.
The coverage in the map too. You see with red card, there's cover as you move up. You can move, behind something, move up as a team behind something. Like we just saw in Skyline, when you go into the kitchen, there's no cover at all. You just got to run out in the open, use the Omni movement, slide, jump, mantle, everything you got to do. But red card just feels like a classic Call of Duty map. I love how you brought that up. Looking at here, that classic run up to the middle, try and get some cheap shots, get some information, see where that bomb's going. Definitely going B, and Condi's going to be the one on the defense. Some nice shots from Nate come through the window. That call's going to come through. Shots are going to come in. More players coming in. Looking like we have one more trying to defend, and it's still Condi in there. 2 Hyde is trying to get from the high ground. Catches one. Chasing him down with the pistol in the back. He's wide open. The trigger finger on that was insane. OMiT taking that first round.
Yeah. Scratch the trigger finger. The trigger finger is impressive. Don't get me wrong. I want to talk about the tracking mid dolphin dive. That was insane. The tracking. Let's get a look at this again. Oh, we didn't get it. Darn. Did we get it? I think we got. Yeah, we got. It. Let's look at this. Let's look at the replay. So Hyde gonna find that one. Mid dolphin dive. Manages to track that player down. Did not miss a shot and dumps the mag in 5 seconds. Just absolute
almost questionable
absurdity out of Hyde. You know what? I can vouch for Hyde. The guy is a demon. He is a demon on the sticks, and Nate gonna be taking an early power position, but gets cleaned up by Bismuth. Busy gonna be able to spot 2 players. However, there is a player on a pinch. I believe he's in ticket. Yep, he is going to get spotted there. Tsuni going to be able to find that one. Sovereign going to be able to find the trade onto Tsuni. Hyde going to be able to find another, making this a 2v2. However, B is completely open.
Yeah, and that's where the bomb's going. You see Sovereign and Hyde sticking together up top. Bomb's going to go down as Condi covers for it. Everyone's splitting up. I think that they're going to hit this B site from 2 different angles. Sovereign's very far away. They're able to team up against Hyde if he shows himself a little too early, which he might be able to get done here, but I think he'll catch a player in the back, depending how he breaks this door. Sees one, the call's going to come in for the other one to turn around. Oh, he's just going to hold strong. Nate's going to come in. Very important to keep those tacticals behind as he blows the door open there. Dive coming through for Hyde. He does get taken down. It's a 2v1. KAOS could have this into a 1v1 now. Sovereign with the knife out, waiting for it. Has to get the defuse yet. Be interesting how Bismuth plays this. He's just going to go for it, but the stun comes in. Shot's going to come through, and he takes it with the defuse. KAOS had it, and they lost it. OMiT showing again why they were getting called for the 3-0.
Yeah, and Sovereign, he just got a 3-piece on that in that round. Like, yeah, he pops a 3 and does it casually. You know, was looking for the knife kill, looking for the challenge after he finds that player in, like I said, the cruddy corner, or just inside of Diner there. But yeah, doesn't get the push, and still just ego chows bomb, hops the defuse, gets hit by the tack. Player gets that bomb check in. And Sovereign, without skipping a beat, still concussed, re-chows, fries him, and gets the defuse. And yeah, this is, you know, we said that KAOS had to wake up on this search and destroy, and I'm not seeing it out of them. You know, they're putting themselves in winning positions and still managing, not even managing. I don't even like, still just losing the crucial gunfights and putting themselves in going from a winning position to a losing position. It's a tough look. Nate going to be able to spot this player, going to be able to find the opener here. All B control has gone the way of OMiT, but Condi says no more as Busy gets taken out. Currently a 3v3, but Sovereign making it that known that that's not going to stand. Nate going to be able to find Condi. Jaden left in a 1v3. Going to be able to find Hyde. Is he going to be able to find Nate? Yes, he is. Currently a 1v1, 25 seconds remaining. Lots of time to play with here. If you're Jaden, is going to be able to find Sovereign, and Jaden with the ice. Call him the Iceman. 3v1. Let the man eat. Good Lord.
He answered exactly what Sovereign just did to him last time. You know, and Sovereign picked up another body on that one, putting him on a 4 streak, but you know, that's what we need to see. We need to see that from every single player. I think that second round was like in the KAOS strats, you know, how they pushed into the bomb. We're watching each other. They just didn't have the raw gun skill in B to take that one. But on that last one, Jaden just turned up. He had the skill. You caught each player on the first bullet and hit his shots and got the kills. Good positioning, good movement. You know, and OMiT might have thought they were a little too hot on that one and just let it slip by. And they don't have that strong of a lead, you know, only 1 round. So they're going to have to play hot. And Nate looking like he's hot already. Getting stunned out, looking like he's pushing. Ooh, I love the movement from him all the way around. Using that Omni movement, using the cover. Does get traded out as he wasn't completely out in the open here. Bismuth getting killed by Hyde. Now a 3v1. Condi has to do exactly what Jaden just did, and his head's going to get blown off. OMiT taking that one now 3-1.
Yeah, Hyde is just, he is a wig peeler, let me tell you. In the Raphael skin, massive hitbox on that shell, and just absolutely wigs Condi there. Good Lord. Couldn't have given him much more space to you know, to see you, and it's enough for him.
Yeah, I don't get in a competitive sense running the turtle skin. I mean, maybe there's less fingers to get shot off. I don't know why else you would run it. He's green. He blends into the grass. I don't know. But you know, it's just more of OMiT showing off that they're just going to get this one done. But, you know, Jaden clearly showed his skills in that 3v1. See what he could get done on this next one. It's another B push. KAOS is more held back. I do like 6 and 8 there, able to rotate, and they do win a fight on Nate, as that leaves just one by himself, and Hyde can't get it done either. Now it's a 1v4. Sovereign, we've seen him do it before with 3. Can he get it done again? KAOS, like, if they don't win this one, like, that's very rough, very rough.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a tough look, and, you know, Sovereign, he didn't win a 1v3, right? He won a 1v2. A 1v4 it's not unheard of, but it's definitely tough, especially. Oh my goodness, you saw him. You saw him. Okay, he's going to be able to find that one. Going to be able to find a second too. Good Lord. It looks like the bomb is bugged into the floor. I don't think that KAOS knows that though. And is Sovereign Oh my goodness, gets an unlucky timing. KAOS. Little shaky there, but gonna be able to clutch up. And I've never seen that bomb bug before, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you can see it right there. The bomb drops right down to the bottom floor, goes right through the stairs, and you can't pick it up.
Maybe that's some cheeky thing you were talking about that they need to pull. Might be a little on purpose. We'll see if they do it twice. They'll know for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if it was on purpose. It seems like a tough thing. It's super situational to do on purpose. Having the bomb carrier push you on those specific steps and winning the gunfight, but it's it definitely could be a knowledge thing. It could be a skill diff. But yeah, Nate gonna be hitting this quick route. He is gonna be on the absolute
They're
pinch of a
sandwiched.
lifetime. Bismuth is going to get spotted out. Sovereign not going to be able to find the shots, though. Nate may have just been spotted. Going to be able to find the opener. Sorry, that wasn't Nate. That was Hyde that may have been spotted, but Nate going to be able to find one. Hyde also going to be able to find one. Bismuth, good for 2, though. Sovereign knows his position, is going to fly out of top glass looking for this player. That explosion may give some intel. Yes, it does. And OMiT Brooklyn take a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, it took quite a bit of damage on that. Wasn't able to win that fight. I think he was on a 4 streak that it showed there. Bismuth was really cooking it up there. He was moving around. I do like how OMiT, they got there quick, and they got everyone exactly where they needed to be to get the most map coverage, most knowledge, and just collapse in on KAOS. Had them all turning around, winning their trades, doing everything they needed to. And OMiT just at the end there was losing their shots a little bit, and it almost went into KAOS's pocket, but OMiT was able to lock it down now 4-2 into this next round.
Yeah, and it's definitely not over for KAOS. This is still winnable, especially
Definitely.
if OMiT are just going to keep doing the same thing. Sovereign going to be able to do absolutely nothing as he gets picked up, but Busy and Nate are going to be good for a couple. And currently a 2v3 as bomb is going to be planted. Hyde going to stretch this bomb out as far as he can. Players have been spotted. They know where the push is coming from. Nate gonna absolutely rip Bismuth, but Jaden gonna be able to find Busy. Nate gonna get the tags in up on camera. Not gonna be able to find the kill, though. Player brought down to 28 HP. Hyde opting not to challenge. He's just gonna babysit bomb. He's gonna hide right behind it. Wait for the audio cue, potentially. Hopefully his teammates are listening. Gets the audio cue, gets the comm, maybe spots the player through the bomb. Who knows? But Hyde going to be able to clean that one up. Looked a little shaky there for OMiT Brooklyn, but Hyde's good for it.
Yeah, trying to hide behind it with the turtle shell, and it still worked. Perfect angle. Teammates are watching it as well, so good team play there. OMiT wins it. That 1v1, a little sketchy, but he knew what direction he was coming from, making it a bit easy for him. Match point now for the rest of this S&D. And then they go up 2-0 on the series point for the rest of the series. Very, very rough spot if you're KAOS. And they've been using the same exact strat every single time. Haven't seen an A. Even though OMiT is committing a little bit to A here. Not going for the collapse. And there we go. Jaden has really been proving himself on this KAOS side. And it is still all 3 players sticking together, but they are at a stalemate. They're going to have to throw a body at this for a trade or rotate out, as they are not going to move this Sovereign guy. Oh, he gets the kill from down low. That is huge for position. They have to move up now and get this spot.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, are they going to be able to spot Busy here? Yes, they are, as Jaden opts not to bust that door. Nate left in a 1v3. Does he have the stones? Is he the Iceman? It doesn't look like it. It looks like he's been spotted down to about 13 HP. Good lord.
Yeah, breaking the window. Yeah, I don't know about this angle, but you have to hit it from somewhere. There we go. Able to catch one. They know he's down there. Perfect call. Reposition, knife out, full speed. Pops up, gets the info. Almost gets caught in the manhole. Gonna get shot from behind. Can't spin it around. KAOS wins it. That's a 5-3. They got to do exactly that 3 more times in a row. What we see from OMiT, it is not going to be simple.
No, it definitely won't be simple. It's definitely an uphill battle, but I don't want to count chaos out. I want this to be a competitive series, but I just I don't see OMiT Brooklyn dropping 3 in a row. Um, I think they're a really good team at adjusting, and we did say there hadn't been an A push yet. Um, Chaos actually their last attacking round, not the one that just passed, but the one before that, they did opt for the A. So I don't hate OMiT Brooklyn sort of
That's when they got
spacing the map.
surrounded, though.
Yeah, but it is just kind of it's the defense is tough. You got to read where they're at, and Nate definitely going to know that there is a player here. However, he is also going to be known. Hyde and Sovereign going to combine for 3. Bismuth last up, sitting at the receptionist desk, answering phone calls, not playing COD.
Oh, he's going.
Never mind, he is playing COD, and Nate going to be able to find the trade in the 1v1. Hyde doing a little bit of trolling there, I think. I think he was trying to get a melee or a knife kill.
Yeah.
But OMiT Brooklyn, they take a 2-0 lead in the series. Not as commanding of a win as we saw in the HP. That's just kind of the name of the game in S&D. It's the name of the game. You don't see those commanding wins too often, especially in a good competitive S&D. You will see the occasional 6-0, 6-1, 6-2 even, but 6-3, 6-4 is pretty standard. Nothing to be ashamed of there. You showed some promise, like you said. Jaden really sort of showed his chops, showed that he's got the gunny, he's got the hot hand when it's needed. And let me tell you, it is needed map 3. You are looking at
Needed.
down the barrel of a 3-0 and a DoorDash,
to
be completely honest. And that's not how you want to get sent down to losers bracket. You don't want a 3-0. It's kind of a confidence killer. It's a vibe killer. So it's do or die here. Let's lock in. Let's at least take a map off them. Let's have a bounce back map here. I want to see the Prody. I want to see the Prody HP. But
Yeah.
before the Prody HP, we have a Vault control.
Yeah, and speaking of HP and how that S&D was respectable 6-3 about how they normally go. 250-92 is not how they normally go. This next hard point, if we're able to get through it through this control, we're on match point the whole rest of this series. It's gonna be very rough. Even S&D Skyline, we know Skyline they're not doing it. We know S&D they're not really doing it. So all the way to the end, yeah, that's gonna be even more rough. So Chaos, the difficulty only gets harder from here on out. They're on match point the whole time. That 3-0, you don't want to see that at all if you're a team. For this vault map, what Chaos needs to do, Jaden and Bismuth were really kicking it off. So I'd say like Sumi and Condi, get them throwing their bodies, trying to get that progress, and let these other 2 guys bring down that respawn counter. Just keep this a game. I think that they have to be a little more flexible in the positions that these players are playing out in the field, and controls all about how they're able to flex in certain scenarios. And I think OMiT, this flexibility is insane. Each player's like trying to kill 2 people. Like they're in 2 places at once. They're shooting you with 2 guns because they're picking up your SMG after they kill you, and they have an AR. They're at the ideal position all the time with the ideal weapon. OMiT, very hard to break out of any position.
I'm going to disagree with you here. Actually, it's not often. I don't like to poke the bear. I don't like to mix the pot. But I don't think that Chaos has to be more flexible. I disagree. I think they have to play more structured COD. I think they have to, they have to play as a team. They have to play together. They have to play the trade. They have to win their gunfights. And realistically, if you do all of that, and you mix a little bit of an OBJ in there, little OBJ sprinkles on the top of the cake, I think you have a perfect recipe for a winning roster. And we see these players, like we said, Jaden winning that 3v1. I'm sure you guys are already tired of hearing about it, but it did just happen, so it's kind of fresh in the mind. But Jaden winning that 3-on-1, it's a perfect example, right? He played good fundamental COD, and we saw what happened. Got a kill, played his life. Got a kill, played his life. Got a kill, played his life. Well, got a kill, won the round. But it's really just comes down to whose fundamentals are better and who has that pop-off potential, who has that superstar potential. You know, you're playing at this level. We call it the U18 League, but really these guys really are able to leave. They could leave tomorrow and go compete at a decently high level in challengers. Like it's not a lack of talent. It's just it's a lot of ego. It's a lot of it's a lot of different things. But I would say the main thing is ego, and it's also just a lack of a discipline, I would say. But starting off here, we're pretty even in lives. OMiT Brooklyn with a slight edge. Do seem to be opting for that B point first. That push gets shut down, and now it is just all hands on deck at A. Nate going to be able to find one, and this life lead that they have is just staying pretty stagnant. Jaden is going to get spotted there, going to be able to find some shots onto Sovereign, not going to be able to find the kill. Sovereign not going to be able to find anything there. Bismuth sitting at 2 and 3. Hyde going to be able to find the trade onto Bismuth. Not going to be able to find anything else as he gets shut down. And Nate, but Nate the Great in an absolute banger of a spot, going to be able to find shots into one, make it 2 players. This other player is 1 shot. Sovereign going to be able to find another. Knows there's a player looming around, not going to be able to find anything. But Nate in the background is still good for that other kill. Is going to get taken out, but more progress being made over at that A point. Also, the life lead has grown a little bit. They're up to 5 instead of 3.
Busy just working his way around. If you know the enemy player is in your spawn, you're almost forced to always keep an eye in that direction. And Busy was that guy, able to almost get A captured here. Hit his hair away. But, you know, I like at the start of the game, they all went B, kind of fell back off to A. It is very shocking that A did not get captured there, and they're not zeroing it out either. So, I mean, just a walk in and a little hop and a step, and Hyde might be able to catch his. Yep, 1 kill. Another player's going to come in. The capture's there, and I'd like to see Busy up there in his back spot where he was at. Push those spawns down. Get that objective. It's exactly how you have to play that. Seeing now Busy up top. Going to try and catch Suni possibly, as all 4 players are just around B. They're not pushing this OMiT spawn back. They're just going to keep refilling into it. Lives are tied here. Now OMiT goes 1 up. It's only 1 respawn each per player. Be interesting to see how this one ends.
Yeah, you know, and you know, you did briefly touch on them not clearing off A. Really, they're playing good control. They're pushing up for that spawn trap. You know, they got the 4 dead. They're trying to get the spawn trap in action, but at a certain point, the conversation has to be had. What's more important, ticks or lives? I do think in that instance, the lives were more important. They were down a few, so getting that evened out. But as I say that, OMiT Brooklyn are going to take the round. But yeah, no, it
was close.
It was close. It was close. And credit where credit's due. They did a great job. Now it's just a matter of, you know, OMiT Brooklyn won the attack, right? Now it's a matter of KAOS answering back, or are they going to sort of fall silent like a tree? You know, does it if nobody's around to hear a tree fall, does it make noise? Are they going to be the tree? You know, are they going to fall and not make a peep about it? Or are they going to have something to say here to OMiT Brooklyn and say, hey, you know, we're not a free dub. Like let's lock in. Hyde gonna get a team kill here on Sovereign. That's gonna be big. But Busy gonna answer with the nade onto Bismuth. Nice. Condi gonna be brought down to 50. Tsuni gonna be able to find one on a Busy, but Nate's there for the trade. Jaden gonna be able to find one, and now we're kind of seeing something here. Sovereign gonna be able to find one, but not gonna be able to find anything else. I spoke too soon as Jaden gets eviscerated by that AR. Good Lord, is that thing a shotgun? Condi up in OMiT's area. Not going to be able to find anything as he gets taken out by Busy. Busy going to be able, Busy is going crazy. Busy going to be able to find 2 there. And Bismuth going to be able to find one.
Hyde trying to just break up where they're headed, making sure that they can't get anything together. Nate's right there with him as well. B, I don't even think they made it that far in the map. Bismuth is as far as any of their players have made it. But the kill feed is all purple as they finally do push up. Here we go, OMiT all deep in the corner. So they're going to have B defended pretty well, but not A. Nate is coming in, though, pretty hot. Some shots coming in left and right again. They play as 2 players each. It is tough to kill. The purple kill feed continues. Hyde going to catch some from underneath. A is still not captured. 24 seconds left on the clock. If they don't get it here, that might be it. Kills are tied, so clearly they're going for objective. But A still can't get it done. Timer ticking down. They're not going to make it to B. They have to get in there, but the spawn trap blender continues as they just can't get to their positions.
Yeah, and you know, when you said they didn't clear off A, this is what they were trying to do to OMiT Brooklyn, but OMiT Brooklyn is just too good to let that happen. It's really 1.7 seconds left. Hyde going to be able to find one, not going to be able to find anything else. 9 to 11 is the life count as well, as A is going to get captured. 1 minute remaining now. Get that 1 minute extension. Big win. 7 to 10 is the life count. Pretty much tied. Busy with a bit of an overchal. Overheats there just a titch.
OMiT might lose this.
Bait and switched.
1 respawn left for OMiT and 1 second on A. 1 second. That's one time you forgot to slide is where you just lost A. But the defense is looking wild, but let's look at Suni in the back. He's the man that's going to break all this up. Catches one. He could have caught the second one if he ran upstairs, I think, but he's going to lose that one there. We got a player up already. There is no respawns left versus 2 respawns from KAOS. 1 now as they catch some kills. Now 2 left. They do push up, catches him off. There's going to be one more. He gets caught on the reload. There is 1 man left as the progress is happening. He's going to get taken out. And KAOS, with 1 second left on A, end up with the capture. That is insane as they're now tied up for control.
Yeah, tied up on ticks, tied up in rounds. They're, you know, KAOS, like I said, they needed to bounce back there. They needed that offensive win, and that's exactly what they did. They came out, they fried, they got put in a blender a little bit, but they managed to regain, get that last tick on it, actually get the last 2 ticks on A in about 1.7 seconds, which is insane. That's not actually accurate, but with 1.7 left and not really dropping off the point at all is pretty crazy. But yeah, just great play out of KAOS, great team play. You know, it looked kind of dire. They were in dire straits there for a second, but managed to stabilize, get that minute extension, and then just play with the life lead, you know? That's exactly what you need to do, and they did it to a T. Hyde going to be taking this upper catwalk area and try and take control, but Nate is going to be there to find the player looking for those kills. There is a player through the back. They have to be wary of Condi, and is yet to be picked up. Finds one before getting traded out. That's going to be busy finding that kill. Sovereign is going to fall to the hands of
Thuni, just running free here. Off into the spawn, trying to catch the players from behind. Does catch one. Going to spin him around. Can he clear off A by himself? No, it's just going to leave 1 player in there as the capture continues. We're 1 tick, looking for 1.5, but the rest of KAOS filter in, and so does OMiT. It's just a bloodbath, and it could be anyone's game on who comes out on top. I do feel OMiT's able to kind of hold their corners a little better, able to move around this center a little quicker, so that do have the upper hand there. But KAOS has been doing very well from hitting it with different angles. See Bismuth up top. Rest of the players trying to hit low, but there's none left now. A's captured. Now is all focus on defense and attack from both teams on B. Both players just kind of falling all over the place as they try to get set up to where they want to be.
Yeah, and Nate's doing big things right now. He is just making them absolutely tweak. He's going to be able to find that one. Not going to be able to find the second in bottom art, but does get out with his life before Jaden finds the headshot and sends him absolutely flying. Busy with a melee with that 3 bullet from the pistol. Hello? Is this real life? Bismuth going to be lurking in this bottom vault area. He's the only player that's made it out of spawn.
They have map control, but they're not taking B for some reason, and they all just fell out and lost their control, lost position. I think that they should have threw someone on there. They didn't get the tick either, but maybe they're going for kills this time. Looking at that, almost doubled up now they are for OMiT, so I'm guessing that's the plan.
Yeah, and it's kills versus time, right? Like you don't want to overcommit to a site and kind of get 4 deaded, 3 deaded, and then put in the blender. They want to put KAOS in the blender, put them in the spawn trap, get the life advantage. They still have almost a minute to play with, and there's only 4 lives left remaining for KAOS.
Oof, no respawns, very rough for them. But they're winning it so far. Only 1 respawn for OMiT players, and no progress on B. Now 40 seconds left. They're trading kills. Now 2 left. 3 is a bunch better than 2 and way better than 1v7. 1v6 now. They know where he's at. He has to go for this B as it slowly gets captured. They could just all 4 stack on it and probably end up on top. Looking for 1. Got the second one. You have to hide and catch that heal. Clears it off to 1. Get out of the open. I would not have chowed that in the open. I would have just waited for them to get back on it. But what else are you going to do? OMiT now up 2-1 on match point, series point, point on everything. KAOS has to play this next 2 rounds perfect.
Yeah, and I'm not going to lie here. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. OMiT Brooklyn are trolling. Like, let's be honest. Hyde with a melee kill on his teammate earlier in the round. He gets another one there at the end of that round, making it, and then sort of opens up a pathway for Bismuth to get a couple there. But I think that they are so confident and comfortable in their just raw talent that they're not too stressed about it. If you look, everyone is running the turtle skin now. It's not just Hyde.
Yeah.
COD going to be able to find a couple there, and Hyde is through going to be able to find the trade onto Condi, looking for this player on time. Not going to be able to find anything. He does not manage to find Bismuth as he flies out from Top Cat. Nate playing the game and playing it well. Going to be able to escape with his life, but 2 ticks have been captured already. Hyde not going to be able to find that one in bottom vault, but Busy is there for the trade. He's going to be able to find two Tsuni and Bismuth.
Breaking out into the spawn trap. They do catch Sovereign. Oh, there we go. And Busy's out. It's going to open up their spawn again, but they're trying to get into these spots and taking the positions. Respawn's looking pretty tied. I do like this bottom hit. Going to push all the way through. Not somewhere OMiT has been playing very much. It's going to allow Jaden up in the spawn. But in order to spawn trap, the players need to die. And that does not look like it's going to happen. OMiT still holding it off.
And it's tough. Like, you can set up for the spawn trap, but then you have one less gun to find the kills. You know what I mean? It's tough. And Jaden does get taken out of the spawn, unfortunately. And there's only 30 seconds remaining now. And I'm not sure what that was, but not what you want to see. Sovereign not going to be able to find... Well, finds one before getting traded out by Tsuni. Busy going to be able to find one in the background. This spot is just so insane. You are invisible in that smoke. It is so insane. Bismuth's going to be able to find one before getting traded out. That's a 3-2 trade. Nate there running the cutoffs. Wow. He is the route man, the cutoff man. Not going to be able to find that one onto Condi.
OMiT is just so good.
Too late. You said it.
Just staring at the mini map, you see blue and purple skulls the whole time. And when finally a blue dies, there's another blue right there to catch a purple. And OMiT, if they're not killing and they're dying, their teammates are trading them out, getting right back in the spot. They're able to respawn, get right back in there. Man, 3-1 on control. KAOS, they still went for it, right? And I respect them a lot for that, especially after how that first hard point went. They were stuck on 10